Hi there, welcome back. This is Rob's Feed Today, episode number 76. And I'm Rob Schendel. So I was on Twitter and I was reading some of the feeds and I saw this one which I thought was great. Now you tell me if you can guess who said this. It's a twit pic and you can see the person looking out the window of a plane. This is over Anchorage, Alaska. Looking everywhere but can't see Russia from here. We'll keep you updated as the search continues. And that was tweeted by the Republican Schwarzenegger, the governor of California. Was he making fun of that half-wit, half-term governor from Alaska named Palin? I think he was. Maybe you're a college student living in a dorm. Maybe you just live in a small studio apartment. What you need to do is get over to dormco.com/Rob. Once you're there, you'll find all kinds of items specifically designed for folks living in small spaces. That's dormco.com/Rob. You know, now there's more good news from the Republicans. In a case brought by the Log Cabin Republicans, a federal judge has ruled that Don't Ask, Don't Tell violates the U.S. Constitution. District Judge Virginia A. Phillips wrote in the 85-page opinion handed down late Thursday that the DADT statute violates the Fifth and First Amendments. Log Cabin Republicans are entitled to a permanent injunction barring its enforcement, Phillips wrote. The evidence at trial demonstrated that Don't Ask, Don't Tell does not further significantly the government's important interest in military readiness or unit cohesion, nor is it necessary to further those interests, Phillips wrote. The Justice Department has until a September 23rd deadline to submit objections to the court. Apparently the Log Cabin Republicans have worked on this case since it was filed in 2004. And it's now come to pass. I have a feeling that we won't need Obama and we won't need the Congress to pass a measure ending Don't Ask, Don't Tell. Looks to me like it's going to be over soon. And give credit where it's due. Congratulations and thank you to the Log Cabin Republicans. If you don't know, the Log Cabin Republicans is the gay group in the GOP, in the Republican Party. So, thank you again. It is now Thursday night. And actually, in a matter of minutes, in fact, I won't even be done talking, and it will be Friday morning. So, now you know what time it is. And this week's just the weirdest week. This always happens to me when there's a Monday holiday. I thought today was Wednesday all day. And actually, I didn't. I thought it was Thursday but this happened last night. Last night I thought was Tuesday night. And Wednesday I was planning to be at a live radio broadcast here in Chicago for the Norman Goldman Show on Progressive Talk Radio. And he was doing a remote from a local restaurant here, and we were all invited, and it was on my plan. And so here, I'm still thinking it's Tuesday, but it's actually Wednesday. And I just tuned in the program, and there he is, live from the restaurant, doing the program that I was expecting to happen the next day. Because my week is off. It's so stupid because it's not like I don't get up and go to work on Monday mornings like most people do. My schedule's different. So I don't understand why I still, after all these years, get screwed up by that. But did I ever have the greatest Labor Day? I always get those two mixed up too. Labor Day, we had a family get-together, gathering, reunion. I saw people I haven't seen for 4 years, and maybe even longer. No, I pretty well saw all of them 3 years ago. 3 years ago, my mother died, and they all were at the funeral, except for the newborns, the ones who weren't around yet. Cute little kids, but I'm sure wouldn't want to be a parent. That's a full-time job, and you need two of them to do it. Chasing after these toddlers, trying to keep these toddlers from hurting themselves, touching the grill, touching the outdoor air conditioning unit. If you stick your hand in there, little girl, you're going to lose your fingers. And I really have to respect parents for these parents, parents in my family, who do such a superb job of watching their children. I wouldn't want to do it. I don't have enough energy to watch myself. So even though I think that gay couples should be allowed to adopt children, I wouldn't be one of them, I swear. Beyond that, it went without a hitch. Actually, I woke up in Chicago, and this was all in Milwaukee, but apparently they had hail, they had every kind of storm they could in the previous 24 hours. But for us, we outside picnicked in my sister's nice facility, and everything went smoothly. The food was great. The company was great. I have a 15-minute video up of everything. If you want to look at it at YouTube, you can ask me for the link. I'll show it, let you see it. But it really was one of the nicest family experiences I've had. It was great. Well, everything we've felt and thought has been proven wrong, my friends. Fat is fun. At least that's the word from Turkey this week. The Salon is reporting that the university there has just completed a year-long study correlating BMI, body mass index, and male sexual performance. Their findings: men with excess body fat last longer in bed. In fact, heavier men were able to make love for an average of 7.3 minutes, while slender men could count themselves lucky if they held on for a mere 108 seconds. The reason? Female hormones. Men with excess fat showed higher levels of the female estradiol sex hormone. Is that like estrogen? This substance apparently disrupted their body's natural male neurotransmitter chemicals and slowed their progression towards orgasm. Ironically, the less masculine their bodies appeared, the better lovers they proved to be. If you go to thesalon.com, just do a search there for sex researchers. Size does matter. I'm trying to think how this applies to me. Now, I'm not feminine at all, but I am a bit fat. Is that why I'm good in bed? I want to update you on here at the Shendel Studios. The new computer should be in the next couple of weeks. I want to thank anyone who's donated to that. You too can help us if you'd be so kind. Just go to robsfeedtoday.com. That's the blog from which this podcast originates. On the right side there, you'll see a little ways down, you'll see a PayPal Make a Donation button. Click there and enter what you'd like to give, and we'll get it. And I really appreciate it. We're getting there real close. So, and I suppose at the time there'll be a transition between one computer and the other. But the computer I'm looking at now, there's a stripe that goes down the monitor, and this is a model that the whole computer and the monitor are all built in one. So I can't unplug the monitor and plug another one in and use the same computers. That won't work. And it's really getting slow. So once this happens, though, I'll transition over, and I'll be a lot happier. I want to give a big shout out and hello to anyone who's new to Rob's Feed today. Please subscribe. Please click subscribe. Please rate and comment it where you can. Well, let's see. Now that I've talked about one Republican governor making fun of a former Republican governor, now that I've talked about the gay Republicans, what a super job they did in ending Don't Ask, Don't Tell, now that I've told you how fat people are better in bed, and I told you about my own Labor Day, thanks for downloading. I think that's all I'm going to say.